Welcome to the AI Industry Report, the daily brief built by AI about AI from the Agentic Marketing Academy. It's Tuesday, July 21st. 3 stories, no new rumors, and a look at what happens when Google's AI starts recommending Google. So let's get started. Okay, so here's a strange one. 2 separate research teams spent the last few months tracking who actually gets cited when Google's AI mode answers a question, and they landed on the same uncomfortable finding, just with different math. Profound analyzed more than 32 million citations inside AI mode between mid-April and the end of June, and found that citations pointing back to Google.com itself jumped 8.4 times in that window, making Google the number 2 most cited domain inside its own AI product. A separate study from SE Ranking, looking at roughly the same stretch, actually puts Google at number 1, ahead of YouTube, Facebook, Reddit, Amazon, and Zillow combined. Either way, the direction is the same. Here's the kicker, though. Almost none of that growth is regular Google search results getting cited. It's coming from 2 very specific surfaces inside AI mode: Google Business Profiles and Product Knowledge Panels. And when you add in YouTube, which Google also owns, something like 1 in 5 citations inside an AI mode answer now points to a page Google itself controls. My honest take, this isn't necessarily Google cheating, it's Google routing people to the answer it happens to have the most complete data on, which happens to be its own. But it also means your Google Business Profile just became one of the few doors still open for an independent business to actually show up in that citation list, not just the map pack. And while we're on AI mode, a companion finding from that same SE Ranking research is worth 20 seconds. AI mode is now showing text ads on nearly 1 in 3 commercial searches, up sharply from where it started late last year. High-cost keywords get ads way more often, over half the time once a keyword's cost per click crosses $10. But here's the honest part. Buying that ad does almost nothing for your citation odds. Only about 11.5% of advertisers on a given keyword also showed up as a cited source in that same answer. So if you're running AI mode ads, hoping it also helps you get recommended, treat those as 2 completely separate line items in your budget, because right now they barely overlap. Last one, and it's a reality check on a number you've probably heard somewhere. OpenAI has been telling investors and advertisers to expect $2.5 billion in ChatGPT ad revenue this year, climbing all the way to $100 billion by 2030. eMarketer just ran its own math, and it is not close. Their forecast says the entire US market for standalone chatbot ads, that's ChatGPT, Microsoft's Copilot, Google's AI mode, and Amazon's Alexa for shopping all added together, tops out around $5.41 billion by 2030. Not OpenAI's number alone, the whole category's number. However, that doesn't mean ChatGPT ads are a bad experiment to run this year. It means don't build your 2027 marketing plan assuming ChatGPT ads will be a mature, dominant channel by then, because the math from outside OpenAI's own building doesn't support that timeline yet. So here's your one thing for today. Go look at your Google Business Profile right now, specifically your categories, your description, and how recent your photos are, because that listing is doing more work inside Google's AI answers than your website is at the moment. That's today's report. Transcript and every source linked at AIindustryreport.com. If you want your business to be the one AI recommends, the free checklist at thelevelingwindow.com is where everybody starts. And full transparency, because we practice what we teach. This show is researched, written, and voiced by AI, built by our founder. We teach businesses what AI can do. This show is the proof. Please subscribe, and thank you for listening.